Welcome to Besiege Bots, the real home of robotic combat in Besiege. In this episode of the Heavyweight Havoc, we take a look at 6 more of the preliminary round matches. The first returning robot will be Havoc. After a strong start against Accretion Disc, it now faces Strong Arm, a compact vertical plow spinner. Which of these two will take the win? Without further ado, let's get into it with our first matchup, Humper Bumper vs Black Blizzard. For our first matchup, we have Black Blizzard with a leaderboard ranking of 13 with 8 wins built by Team Archaon. It has overhead grappling / hammer-ons powered by 2 powered medium cogs at ×2 speed. The strength is that the chassis has a very sturdy and intricate design and heavily supported plow design, but it gets high-centered quite easily. Humper Bumper is a leaderboard rank of 16 built by Team Institution of Insanity, with a weapon system of lifting wheels and prongs, powered by 4 large wheels at ×2 speed and 2 steering hinges at ×2 speed. It can consistently lift wedge designs because of the wheels, but it has exposed wheels itself. And off we go for the matchup between Humper Bumper and Black Blizzard. I'm going to refer to them as Humper and Black because that's easier to narrate. Black gets up on top of Humper. Humper trying to push against that wedge. Black Blizzard gets put on top by using those clamping arms. Humper Bumper with the distinct drive advantage and those wheels lifting up the wedge. Nice throw from Humper there. Black trying to get off. Black has already taken some wheel damage actually, that's pretty early on. I did not expect that to happen so quickly, because Black Blizzard is notoriously a really tough machine. Another nice throw from Humper there. I think he lost 2 flying blocks in the process though, that's not so good. Black Blizzard with that wheel damage though, that might mean something later on in the match. Humper goes flying over Black. Black getting pushed around by the wheels now, underneath the grapplers. Humper does a backflip off of Black Blizzard, scoring some star points. Black with a minor throw there, trying to climb down on those wheels again. That usually doesn't work because the wedges will get lifted up onto the wheel. There was a successful lift with the grapplers. Because of Humper Bumper's innate design, Black is actually able to get underneath like that. That's interesting. Humper trying to position again, gets right onto those grappling prongs. I don't even know what to call them. Humper with a nice throw there, good self-right. Both bots get right back up, get back into the fight. Black showing that it has some trouble moving. That bend wheel must be showing the side effects now. Humper underneath again, nice throw there. Definitely scoring aggression and control with that. Putting him onto the air pit. Black Blizzard getting up again. Very bent at this point. I saw the wedge is no longer flush with the floor, that's not good. Humper trying to get under but not quite making it. Black Blizzard is a very compact frame, so there might be a lot of weight in the front that prevents it from easily lifting the front end of Black. Humper goes for a self-right, does a T- instead, gets thrown again, but is upright again. Pushing against Black Blizzard with that distinct drive advantage and the fact that it slightly lifts the plow every time means that it can push harder than Black Blizzard can. Misses the throw, but reverses right back in there, stays aggressive. Not giving Black any space. Oh, goes over the air pit. Self-rights though. Black coming in with the grappling arms on the floor. Gets a nice throw there on Humper Bumper. Nothing too big, but still pretty good. There's a big throw from Humper Bumper. Humper still pushing around. Black flailing, trying to get off. There he goes. Humper positioning, getting to the front again. Trying to get under that wedge so he can go for another flip. Didn't quite make it stick. Yeah, Black's right front wheel was bent there, I could see it. Humper getting underneath. Didn't quite make the big flip, but threw him into the wall. A Black Blizzard there going for a sort of front hinge flip there. Humper though with that drive advantage. A flying block came out of Black Blizzard there. Humper could have won right there if he had reversed into the pit button, but he decides to continue fighting. Gets underneath, throws Black Blizzard into the wall. Gets underneath again, misses the throw there. Pushing. Black Blizzard with another minor throw there. Lifting with those grappling arms. Getting pushed around by Humper though. Both of them get onto the rotating plate, no one wins there. Pushing him into the blue corner. Slowly but surely putting him into the blue corner. Oh, gets on top of Black Blizzard, not so good there. And that's going to be time. And that is a 26-19 in favor of Humper Bumper, winning on aggression, control, damage, and style. Great performance by both bots though, that was very entertaining to watch. That means that Humper Bumper moves on by a win on Judgment, and is now 1-0, while Black Blizzard is 0-1. Our next competitors feature Quack, with a leaderboard rank of 35, built by Team Mistakes Were Made once again, with a horizontal bar spinner powered by 4 motor wheels at ×2 speed. It has a very sturdy outer frame, that outer ring, and it can self-rotate with the stick up top, but it has very slow movement speed as its major weakness. The next competitor is Sequoia, with a leaderboard rank of 33, built by Team Creative Name. It has a vertical bar spinner powered by 2x3 powered medium cogs at ×2 speed. It has high speed and sturdy chassis design, but that leaves the wheels as the biggest weakness because they are very exposed. And off we go, Sequoia charging in at Quack. Quack already up to speed. Sequoia gets a hit there, throwing up Quack. Sequoia positioning, trying to not let that bar bite, but the bar bites, backs into it. Oh, loses a wheel there. That's a front wheel. That's extra annoying for Sequoia because that means it cannot spin up the bar properly. Ooh, gets flung by Quack into the pit button. Quack positioning, turning the spin direction, and that throws it right into the pit that Sequoia just opened. And that's a very definitive win by pit KO for Quack. There was not much that Sequoia could do about that. That is 1-0 for Quack and 0-1 for Sequoia. For our next match, we have the Lukey Twins with a leaderboard rank of 27, built by Team 00 with a weapon system of a plow flipper, powered by 4x2 steering hinges at ×2 speed. They have really wide plow fronts, but they have poor team coordination and the flipper mechanism is somewhat frail. They'll be fighting Mr. Slippy's Wild Ride, with a leaderboard rank of 10, built by the Diddlers, with a weapon system of a horizontal bar spinner, powered by 3 powered medium cogs at ×2 speed. It has wide weapon reach and has the heaviest bar in the competition, but it is very unstable on hits. And off we go. Apologies about the filter, I communicated poorly with one of the cameramen about what settings they have to use for showing the fight. This will be fixed for the next tournament. So, what's happening here is that the Lukey Twins are being beat up right now by Mr. Slippy's big fat bar. And one of the Lukey Twins has just completely disappeared. One of the Lukey Twins has actually taken some damage to its flipper already. Here comes the other Lukey Twin coming in, hitting his own teammate instead. Good driving there. They're all slip and sliding around. That was a green brace, so that was from Mr. Slippy. Another big hit from Mr. Slippy there. I think, yes, that knocked out one of the flippers again. Oh no, wait, that knocked out a steering hinge from the flipper version. I think one of these is not a flipper and just a standard wedge. But speaking of which, the one with the flipper has now lost all of the flipper pieces, so that's nice. Lukey Twin bumps into his colleague and then sends him soaring out of screen. Mr. Slippy getting all the hits, but not really initiating, kind of standing still and just waiting for a Lukey Twin to hit it. Oh, gets stuck in the corner there. Lukey Twin coming in, staying aggressive. Mr. Slippy gets out of there though. Good use of the bar, not spinning it up fully, but spinning it up. Now charging in for the Lukey Twin with the intact wedge. Gets a big hit there. As the other Lukey Twin comes back around while the other one is distracting him. Gets hit though. Oh, that broke a wheel off on one of the Lukey Twins. That's not good. It's not looking good for the one without the flipper at the moment. Mr. Slippy sees the one missing a wheel. Oh, it goes for the KO shot. And that's, yes, that is that Lukey Twin completely finished. That means the one with the non-actuated wedge is the only one still surviving. That is a setup that they had, so don't know quite why, but they do. Anyway, the Lucky Twin's getting thrown around, has to reverse very hard to not fall into the pit. Mr. Slippy chasing down, knocks a wheel off there, broke a part of the back of the frame as well. Spinning up, trying to get that Lucky Twin into the pit, spinning it in the direction so that they recoil towards it. Chasing, Lucky Twin running away, scoring negative aggression. As Mr. Slippy doesn't want to get too close to the wall because that's explosion hazard. Oh, gets another big hit there. Throwing around the Lucky Twin, chasing once again, changing the spin direction to make sure the recoil works properly. That's another decent hit there. Oh, knocks out one of the plows right there. Big hit from Mr. Slippy. Another big hit from Mr. Slippy there. Turning the spin direction again to make the Lucky Twin recoil into the pit. Lucky Twin almost in. Almost. It's so close. There it goes. Mr. Slippy push, and there it is. That is a win by KO and pit KO for Mr. Slippy's wild ride. And that means that Mr. Slippy moves on at 1-0, and the Lukies are 0-1. And now we have a rumble between Hallucinogen Redux at leaderboard rank 37, built by Vulpine Designs, with a horizontal tri-bar spinner powered by 4 motor wheels at ×2 speed. It has a very strong weapon and a good motor guard, but it is prone to gravity explosions and cannot self-right. Oil Hunter from Sweden does not have a leaderboard rank, is also built by Team Yeedior, with a vertical disc spinner powered by 2x2 powered medium cogs at ×2 speed. It has a very durable chassis and very reliable weapon mounts, but its very exposed turning and self-righting gyroscopes are kind of bad. And finally, Sychania with a leaderboard rank of 23, built by Team Linnaeus, with a horizontal chassis hammer powered by 4 motor wheels at ×2 speed. It has a very durable chassis design and sturdy leg design because this is a walker, but it has incredibly slow movement speed. And off we go. Oil Hunter and Hallucinogen have immediately found each other. Hallucinogen gets a good hit there. I saw the spinner bite into the floor though. That is not good. That means it might be running a little bit too low. So Chania slowly approaches, getting that chassis hammer ready. Hallucinogen scoring some nice hits on Oil Hunter. Oil Hunter struggling to get that first hit in. Sychania spins feverishly. As Hallucinogen goes in for a hit on Sychania there. Gets a hit on Oil Hunter instead. Sychania spinning feverishly once again. Hallucinogen gets a hit there. Oh, explodes and takes out Oil Hunter with it. Sychania is the only mobile robot left. And that means Sychania technically wins by double KO, so that puts Sychania at 1-0 and Hallucinogen and Oil Hunter at 0-1. For our next set of competitors, we have Maceface from the United States with a leaderboard rank of 19, built by Team Locrian, with an overhead mace powered by 5 motor wheels at ×2 speed. It has a very, very strong hammer weapon, as you can see, but it is hard to self-right, and the chassis design is quite frail. And then we have Terabyte from France with a leaderboard rank of 39, built by Team Mist Inc. It is a shell spinner powered by 4 motor wheels at ×2 speed. It is the heaviest spinner in the competition, and it has a lot of downforce to keep it planted, but it cannot self-ride. And off we go, the fight begins. Maceface slowly approaching, trying to get that hit on the motor on top of Terabyte. Terabyte has some anti-hammer spikes, it looks like, to prevent Maceface from getting an easy hit. Maceface's hammer was stuck in the pit floor there, and Terabyte released it to see if he could drag him down, but that did not happen. Maceface has taken some serious wheel damage though. The right-hand side of that machine is quite broken. One of the wheels is like twisted all around, it's having trouble retracting the weapon. Another piece comes flying off of Maceface there. Getting stuck on the wall now, Terabyte moving in for a wheel hit. Spins down because he's afraid of exploding on the wall. That's a very real risk in Besiege Bots with spinners. Maceface, there's not much face left in him, is there? As he reverses while I am honestly having trouble telling what direction it is. Terabyte with another big hit. Maceface should probably be getting counted out by now because there is not much left here. Spins in frustration. That's going to be the match. Terabyte wins by KO, and that means the Terabyte is 1-0, while Maceface ends in 0-1. And for our final fight today, we have Strongarm with a leaderboard rank of 34, built by Team Vanish with a vertical player spinner at ×2 3 powered medium cogs at ×2 speed power it. Can launch opponents on hit, but has a frail chassis design and a high center of mass because of that tall chassis design. And returning with a 1-0 record for now, it's Hackapolita. We've seen this bot before, it had beat the crap out of Accretion Disc. Let's see how it goes now. And off we go, Hackapolita and Strongarm moving into the center of the box. Strongarm looking anxiously, trying to get that big first hit in, doesn't want to collide face to face. Oh no, they get stuck in each other. Strongarm throws Hackapolita out of the arena. Strongarm needs to get up though, it needs to show that it's still mobile. It needs to get up. It needs to get up soon, otherwise it might be counted out. There it is, the self-right is there. That means that Strongarm wins by Uta out of the arena KO, the first one of the tournament. That puts Strongarm at 1-0 and Hackapolita at 1-1. And that's it for episode 2. Humper Bumper, Quack Fall, Sychania, Mr. Slippy's Wild Ride, Terabyte, and Strongarm move through the brackets with their first win. Hackapolita has to suck it up and take its first loss. How will it continue for the Golden Giant from Finland? We sincerely hope you enjoyed this episode. If you would like to get in on future tournaments, or just generally competing against other Besiege Bots, be sure to check the description for our Discord link. From everyone in the Besiege Bots Discord, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon.